So can I teach you some Japanese words today?
Yeah, sure, do it. Please do.
I'm going to teach you some Japanese words in this lesson.
Okay.
Some Japanese words are derived from English, so we sometimes use the same words or words that sound like English. So let's talk about this today, okay?
Okay, cool. That's a good topic.
Yeah, I'm going to say some words and give you some example sentences, and I'd like you to guess what they mean.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so the first one is restaurant.
Restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
This is like a quiz, but yeah, let's continue that. Restaurant. The sound is pretty similar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is McDonald's.
Is that McDonald's?
Yeah.
Ah, what?
Bingo.
Wow, okay, cool.
McDonald's. People in Tokyo call McDonald's Mac. I feel like Japanese people tend to shorten some words and we say Mac instead of saying McDonald's. Mac.
Mac.
Yes,
Mac.
correct. Mac.
Cool.
But people in Osaka call McDonald's Makudo.
Makudo.
Yes. Mac or Makudo.
Okay.
But yeah, usually McDonald's is McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yes, it's a bit long, but yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next one is allergy.
Ariguti?
Okay, allergy. For example, in English, I have allergy to cats, or I have
allergy.
allergy. Yeah, exactly.
Allergy?
Allergy. Yeah.
Okay,
correct.
cool. Allergy. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Allergy is allergy. This word is frequently used. Okay, so moving on to the next one. The next one is coffee.
Say it again.
Okay, coffee.
Coffee.
Cookie.
No.
No. Cookie is cookie.
We're very close. We're very close. Coffee. I don't know.
Okay, so I'll give you some example sentences. There are two sentences. The first one is, I bought a cup of coffee.
Coffee.
Yes, exactly.
Coffee.
Yes, coffee is coffee.
Coffee. Okay.
I don't know why Japanese people say coffee instead of saying coffee. I think the sound is a bit different. But anyway, the next one is beer.
Beer?
Yes.
Beer.
Yeah. Beer.
Okay.
I was kind of surprised that you got it right because I thought beer doesn't sound like beer.
Yeah, well, I either thought it was going to be beer or bear. Either one.
Okay. Do you think the pronunciation of beer is close to beer? Beer.
Honestly, now that you said it again, not even close. Now that you said, I have no idea. I think the first time I heard you say it sounded different than the last time you said it. Because the last time you said it, it sounded nothing like beer. I don't know how I got that either.
But for some reason, you got it right. So
that's so weird. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. The next one is vitamin.
Vitamin.
Yeah, exactly.
Vitamin.
Yeah, vitamin is vitamin. By the way, I heard vitamin is pronounced as vitamin in the UK. So how about Canada? Do you guys pronounce the word as vitamin?
In Canada, it's vitamin. Okay. And in the USA, it's vitamin as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Personally, I would say vitamin, but I think people in the UK pronounce the word as vitamin.
They could. I've never heard of them say that, but they very much could. Sometimes their accent is very hard to understand. Like for me, even, I remember I had a conversation with somebody in the UK about hockey. And I swear for 15 minutes, I had no idea what they were talking about. I think they use a lot of slang words in certain regions in the UK. So I think he was just speaking with like quite a lot of slang, and I could understand it was English. I just couldn't understand what the words were meaning. It was very weird. It was the first time I've never understood somebody. That was a long time ago though, when I was like 16.
Interesting. When I talk with like Canadians or Americans, I think my listening skills are pretty good, but when I talk with like people from Scotland or India, I have a hard time catching what they say.
Yeah, their accents are hard. Even native English speakers from like Canada and the USA, I think a lot of us sometimes struggle with understanding certain accents, just because when your accent is different on certain sounds of the words, if you're not pronouncing the certain letters in a certain way, you kind of like get the meaning of the word jumbled, like confused. But I find Scottish accents are more difficult for me to understand than people from India, because in my city there is many people from India. Like my neighbors are from India. I have a bunch of friends, so I'm used to the accent. But for me, Scottish and UK, it's like pretty hard.
Even native English speakers have a hard time catching what they say.
Totally,
Interesting.
totally. Mostly like for heavy accents, like Scottish. Australians are pretty easy to understand. Actually, they just have some slang. So I would say Scottish and UK is probably the most difficult to understand. Yeah. India depends on how recently or how strong their accent is, really.
Yeah, some words are different depending on the regions. For example, going back to what we were talking about McDonald's, but I think some people in Canada call McDonald's Mickey D's or something.
Yeah. I can't believe you know that. Yeah. That's like so slang. Yeah. We call it Mickey D's. Who
Yeah.
taught you that? That's like not many people know that. That's hilarious. Yeah.
I think the Canadian flag is on like the package of French fries in Canada. Is that correct?
What's on the package of French fries here?
A Canadian flag.
Oh.
Yeah, a Canadian flag is in the middle of the package of French fries, I think. Is it a Canadian thing?
I don't think we do. I think maybe we might have. Let me see. I'm pretty sure we just have I'm looking it up online now. No, we just have maybe like sometimes during like Canada Day and stuff, like we have like businesses will like put the Canada flag on it. So it honestly might have used to be a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we used to have it. But right now ours is just like normal. It's red and then just the M in the middle. Ours is normal right now. But when Canada Day comes around, I'll let you know, because there is many businesses that will add the Canada flag to their marketing branding. But I don't eat at McDonald's very often, so but I'm pretty sure it's just the M. But like I said, that probably used to be. I wouldn't be surprised if we used to have the Canada flag on it. Yeah.
Do you guys like your flag? I mean, when I went to America, I frequently saw American flags.
Yeah. We were not as obsessed with, like, we do like our flag, but I find in the USA, because you're right, they have their flags everywhere, like even on private houses. We don't do that really. Some people will have, like, we respect our flag and we have our flag in like the city center and stuff like that, like major buildings, government buildings, mayors, city center will have like our Canada flag. Sometimes people who move to Canada, I actually find that sometimes the people that move to Canada from like other countries, they'll actually put the Canada flag like outside of their house. But I've never actually seen or heard of too many native people from here that put the Canada flag out. But yeah, every morning in schools and stuff, our anthem plays. In the schools, there's a flag in every classroom, and the kids stand up, they play our anthem, the kids face the flag for respect. But yeah, like outside our houses, it's not like the USA where so many houses have the flag out. It's just like we respect it where it is, but for some reason we don't have it out everywhere. Just mostly the foreigners who come into Canada, I think, because they're very happy to be here and they're very proud to suddenly become part of Canada. So then they might put the flag out, I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a lot of foreigners here. I personally really like it because I love languages and learning about different cultures. So I'm more than welcoming every single time we meet new people from other countries. Calgary is actually like one of the main cities in Canada that takes like international people. I think my city takes the most international people from like more than anywhere else in Canada, I would say. I think for us, right now we're taking a lot of Ukrainians. We actually just built a huge center for newcomers for Ukrainians. So many Ukrainians are coming, and we have like a whole building specifically for them with like free food, free clothing, stuff like that. We have a lot of people from India that come over, mostly India and Ukraine right now. Vancouver has a lot of people from like China, Mostly
Mm.
China, to be honest. Many people from China go to Vancouver. And in the East Coast, I don't know who goes there. I don't know much about the East Coast, but I know Toronto does take some international people, but I don't know much, so I won't speak on it.
There are various kinds of people in Canada. I feel like Canada tends to accept various kinds of people from all over the world. But, I think the US doesn't like immigrants. I think that's my opinion, but I don't know much about US.
I think it depends. It really depends. So what I find about the USA, I go there a lot, and of course it depends on the person, but I really think with them it depends on their political party. Some parties are more in favor towards foreigners coming to their country, and other parties are very against it. They believe that if foreigners come in, they're going to take the jobs of the Americans. Whereas in Canada, obviously some people do believe that we take in too many foreigners as well. Like I said, it really depends on the person. But I think many people believe that by bringing more people in towards our country, it also increases the amount of things being bought in our country. So in return, it's actually giving us more capital in the long run. It's actually making us more money in the long run. And we're also short on professional healthcare workers like doctors, lawyers, dentists. So we have a lot of people from other countries coming in with those professions because we have a shortage of it, and it actually helps us. So I think for some people here, we see more benefits to it, but whereas the USA, I think there is more controversy over it. But yeah, I agree. Like in the US, it definitely seems like it's a little bit more iffy towards foreigners. Yeah.
I think that in the US, there are so many people. I mean, the population of the United States is so large, but compared to that, the population of Canada is not so big. I think you guys don't have enough laborers compared to the US.
Yeah, like I said, we are short on healthcare workers and stuff like that. Like for normal jobs without like major degrees and stuff, I would say we're okay. But for the more of like specific jobs, we're not. Also, our population's not great because nobody wants to live in Yukon, Northwest Territories, Yellowknife.
Oh.
Nobody wants to live there. It's cold all the time and it's dark all the time. So yeah, that's, I think, also bringing our population levels down as well.
You can see the northern light in the territories, right?
Yeah, it's pretty. You can see northern lights from my city, though. I live in the city and you can see it as well, but not every day. It just has to be a clear day and like on certain days, but you can see it from Calgary as well. I see we're out of time. It's too bad because we were having a really good conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a good one.
Thank you. See you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. See you.